Alexis. I'm going to be your intake worker today. What's your name?
My name's Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. All right, it's great to meet you. Before we get started, we have some things we do need to go over. So the first is client's rights. So these are just a list of your rights that you have here as a client that we always have to abide by. So the first one is you have a right to a high standard of care and service. You have the right to be treated with courtesy, respect, and dignity. You have the right to be informed of all services available to you. You have the right to review your records by submitting a written request to our administrator. You have the right to make suggestions and changes to your treatment plan. You have the right to discontinue or transfer services at any time. You have the right to receive care that is specific to your needs, despite any physical limitations or language barriers. And finally, you have the right to report any concerns that you may have to our administrator at 410-222-2222. Any questions about that before we can shoot a sign?
No.
All right, here you go. You can just go ahead and sign that for me. Thank you. And the last one is limits of confidentiality. So we strive to maintain the confidentiality of each of our clients. Most of the things that we talk about in our meetings are going to be kept between us. No one else will ever find out. But there are a few little things that will be reported if you do disclose it to me.
Okay.
For example, one, if you report any information about a child being physically, sexually abused, or neglected, I am a mandated reporter and I do have to report that to social services. If you report any information about a vulnerable adult being abused or neglected, I also will have to report that to social services. And finally, if you are at risk for harming yourself or someone else, I'm going to have to report that.
Okay.
Any questions about that one?
No.
All right, here you go. Just go ahead and sign that for me. All right, and I'm going to get you some copies by the end of our session so you can take them with you.
Okay.
So, tell me a little bit about why you're here today.
I kind of was sent here
Okay.
by my probation officer because they told me that your company or office or whatever could help me get a summer job and finish my schooling because I've been having trouble in school and stuff. Yeah.
So, your probation officer sent you here?
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing you say?
Mhm.
Okay. So, you said you want a job.
Yes.
What kind of services do you think you're interested in getting?
I mean, kind of at this point, any job that I could get, but
Okay.
I know I don't have a diploma yet, and I'm not going to college, so probably anything minimum wage,
Okay.
fast food, something like that.
So
until
at this
I can
point-
get my education.
All right. So what I'm hearing you say is at this point, any job is appealing to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So why exactly did your probation officer send you here?
I've been having a lot of trouble in school. I've been acting out. I move a lot, so it's really hard for me to make friends at school and feel comfortable in a school setting. Stuff at home isn't too good right now. My mom's kind of she's kind of forcing me to take care of my siblings, and I just feel like I shouldn't have to at this age because I'm only a teenager. I shouldn't have to be a mom to my brothers and sisters. So.
I totally understand that. So you said that your mom, is it just your mom and your siblings you're living with?
Yes.
Okay. And how old are your siblings?
They're all under the age of 10. So they're 5, 7, 9.
Okay. So are they all in school as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elementary school.
Okay. And what is the income like in your family? Does mom work?
My mom works for the military, so yeah, she goes to her job every day.
Alright. So what I'm hearing you say is that you feel kind of stressed and overwhelmed by all these changes in your life, especially you moving around a lot and mom being in the military and you having some problems at home on top of everything else. Could you go a little deeper into what that may mean?
Well, I don't know what's wrong with my mom, if she's stressed out or whatever, but she's been drinking a lot, and when she drinks, she gets angry. She's not a very fun drunk, so she'll lash out at me and my siblings, and then I feel like I have to protect my siblings, so then I'll take them to my room and I'll play games with them, or I'll watch them and then Mom like falls asleep drunk on the couch, and it's really just like, it annoys me, it upsets me. I feel like she's not being responsible. It's not my job to take care of my siblings, so.
Right. So, I'm hearing you express that you're upset and frustrated with these situations that are occurring. Have you ever tried talking to your mom and telling her about how you're feeling?
Honestly, she wouldn't get it. Like I've brought up her drinking and she just says, "Oh, I'm fine," or "Oh, I don't have a problem." She definitely. I mean, I'm not like a therapist or whatever, but I think she has a drinking problem. So I would like her to like get help, but she's just crazy, man. She just gets defensive if I try to bring anything up about it. I just think she's not open to communicating about it right now.
Okay, so what I'm hearing you say is that your mom has been the reason behind a lot of the stress and frustrations that you've been feeling lately. Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes that's why I lash out at school, or I don't do my work because I'm up all night taking care of my siblings, and then I don't get my homework done. And then teachers are like, "Oh, why didn't you do your homework?" And then I yell at my teachers. But like, if only my mom didn't drink, I didn't have to take care of my siblings, so I would do my homework.
Right. I totally understand where you're coming from, and we might have to figure something out if Mom doesn't seem to admit that there's a problem or doesn't seem to stop the drinking. We might have to proceed with bigger consequences for Mom if she can't put all of this on you, and that's not fair to you.
Yeah.
And we might have to look into what else we can do about that if that doesn't stop becoming a problem. So, you said you live with your mom and your 3 siblings, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And have you ever seen a therapist before, a counselor?
No. I kind of wouldn't have been here unless I was forced to come, to be honest. Like,
Okay.
I'm not the type to really open up to people, so.
Alright. And when you say you lash out at school, can you give me like an example of what that may mean?
Well, like if someone like ticks me off, or like a teacher, I like yell at them. I've threatened to punch a couple kids in the face, but I've never like actually done it. But I kind of it's a lot of threats, a lot of angry words, cussing, stuff I shouldn't be saying in school. But I just can't control my anger sometimes.
Right, I understand that. And do you have any friends at school? Do you enjoy the school you're at now besides these situations?
I move a lot, so it's hard for me to make friends, but I have a couple like friends that like send me pictures of their homework, so like we became close like through doing homework and stuff like that. So.
Okay. And do you enjoy going to school?
No. I hate school.
Okay. Would you say that you had a support system?
Not right now, no. When I was younger and it was just me and my mom before my siblings were born, it was fine. But like I said, I feel like the alcohol is like her friend right now, and she can't be there for me or my siblings the way that we need to be.
And when would you say that all this started happening?
Well, her and my dad got like divorced a couple years ago, so I would say about 3 or 4 years ago, like when they got divorced, she started like drinking her feelings, I guess.
Okay, and you mentioned dad. Does dad live in the state? Communicate?
No, he lives a couple states away. We text sometimes. Like, I'm old enough where like I go out of my way to talk to my dad. My other siblings, they just kind of wait for me to like call and stuff because they don't have a phone.
Right.
But I have a pretty good relationship with my dad.
Have you ever considered maybe trying to live with your dad?
My mom has custody of us. I don't know if I would be able to. I mean, I'm like 16, so I think maybe I could make that choice, but I wouldn't want to leave my siblings because they're so young, and she has custody of them, so I doubt that they would be able to come with me.
And does Dad know any of the problems that have been happening?
I tell him, but I don't want to worry him either. Like, I kind of just put it all on myself. So I kind of just, sometimes I'm like, oh, she gets drunk and I gotta watch my brothers and sisters, but I don't like go into detail or anything, so he doesn't think it's as bad as it is.
Right, okay. Do you have any belief systems, things you believe in?
I'm kind of like agnostic. Like, I think there's something out there, but I don't think like God. I don't know. Like,
Okay.
I believe in ghosts.
Does this impact your life at all? Or like,
I feel like maybe if I was more religious, I'd be like, oh well, like maybe God could fix my mom, but she kind of needs to want to fix herself,
Right.
you know?
absolutely. So do you think religion is something you would want to explore or maybe grow deeper in?
If it could help me cope, then yes.
Okay. And how would you describe your strengths?
I would say I'm pretty brave to stand up to my mom, to take care of my siblings. I know there's a lot of stuff I could work on too. Like, I don't feel like I have that many strengths.
Okay, well, how would you think someone else would describe?
Angry, rude, frustrated. I kind of don't show like a good side to people. I kind of like put walls up, and I don't really let people like know like the real me.
Is that something you want to change, or do you want to continue to have that part of you?
I would like to be more open with people. I feel like maybe if I could find a support system, but I'm just so angry. I'd like why do I have to take care of my siblings? Why do other people's parents like not drink or good parents? I'm just frustrated. Like, I think I'm a little resentful.
I completely understand that. So, just to kind of review a little, you're stressed, you're frustrated, you've been going through a lot with your mom and your siblings and everything else. We are going to look for a job for you, so we're going to probably, in the next few days, I want you to at least apply to 5 jobs. Online nowadays has tons of applications you can do just through the computer, and we'll report back and see who you've heard from. If not, we'll continue our job search, no big deal. And then we're also going to look into a little bit of religious groups maybe to see, go to one. If it doesn't speak to you, you don't have to do it again, but if it is something you want to explore, I can definitely get that set up, no problems. And lastly, try to maybe make at least 2 friends at school this week. See who you can talk to, let your guard down a little bit. You don't have to tell them your whole life story, you don't have to, go into all that, but just try to make some friends, hang out at lunch with someone, see what happens and what goes from there. And so I definitely think we can work on that within the next week, and then we'll meet back here at the same time next week. Sound good?
Yes.
All right, it was great meeting with you.